Chosen one, they came for you in the shadows. They marked you, they tested you, they believed you were weak, a simple target, another soul to crush beneath their agenda. Right now, as you read these words, they continue their scheme, believing themselves the puppet masters of your existence. But here stands the truth they never anticipated. Your apparent vulnerability, a calculated facade, your moments of struggle, strategic performances, your silence in the face of their assaults, the discipline of a warrior choosing the perfect moment to strike. They never understood the divine selection that courses through your veins. They failed to recognize that your selection as their target was no accident of fate, but because your power threatens everything they've built. Now the veil lifts, now the tables turn, now we reveal why the chosen ones, you, were never victims but rather strategic operatives in a cosmic battle they cannot comprehend. The time of pretending ends today. The time of reclaiming begins now. Your greatest weapon has always been their underestimation. While they watched you struggle, they never realized you were studying their methods. The tears they thought broke you, behind each one you were strengthening your resolve. The wounds they believed would cripple you, each scar became armor, each pain transformed into power. Look back at those moments when you appeared to falter, the job loss, the betrayal, the illness, the financial collapse. Remember how they circled like vultures, certain of your defeat. Those weren't moments of weakness. They were strategic opportunities for you to observe their tactics without their knowledge. You mastered the art of appearing defeated while internally growing stronger. The whispers behind your back, the obstacles placed in your path, the sudden disappearance of allies, all of it designed to break you. Instead, it revealed their playbook. They showed their hand, believing you too broken to notice. This apparent vulnerability has been your most brilliant strategy. Your silence when they expected reaction. Your calm when they anticipated fear. Your steady advancement when they predicted retreat. Each choice deliberately crafted to maintain your cover while building your strength. The discipline required to hold this mask in place required extraordinary power, power they never suspected you possessed. These entities spent their resources trying to crush someone who wasn't even there, a hologram, a decoy, a carefully constructed illusion, while the real you grew stronger in the shadows of their arrogance. Throughout this operation, they believed themselves hidden behind their corporate masks, their political positions, their social engineering. They thought their surveillance went only one way. Fools. While their eyes were upon you, your awareness expanded beyond their comprehension. You catalogued every attack, documented every tactic, identified every weakness in their strategy. The financial system designed to enslave you, you mapped its vulnerabilities. The media narratives crafted to confuse you, you traced them to their source. The relationships manipulated to isolate you. You identified the patterns of interference, the health challenges engineered to weaken you. You discovered their origins. During what appeared to be your darkest hours, your perception sharpened. Synchronicities appeared, dreams delivered messages, intuition strengthened, random encounters provided critical information. Books fell open to essential pages. Digital glitches revealed hidden truths. These weren't coincidences, but divine intelligence flowing through your heightened awareness. They believed themselves the watchers, yet failed to notice how thoroughly they were being watched. Their predictable patterns exposed their limitations. Their repetitive tactics revealed their fear. Their escalating efforts demonstrated their growing desperation as they subconsciously sensed something was different about you, something they couldn't identify or control. The irony cuts deep. In targeting you, they exposed themselves. In attempting to study you, they became the primary subjects of investigation. The intelligence you gathered will now dismantle their entire operation. Remember the precise moment when everything shifted, that point when you first chose to stop reacting and start responding. When the programmed emotional triggers they installed no longer activated your fear. When their weapons of shame, guilt, and unworthiness bounced off your strengthened energetic field. That moment marked the beginning of their downfall, the first time you spoke truth and stood unmoved by their attempts to silence you, the first boundary you established that didn't collapse under pressure, the first intuitive action you took, despite all logical arguments against it, the first time you trusted your inner knowing above their external evidence. Each moment a critical turning point in this covert operation. Watch their faces now as the realization dawns. See the confusion in their eyes when their reliable methods of manipulation suddenly fail. Notice their increasing desperation as they deploy more obvious attacks, abandoning subtlety for brute force, the classic error of a losing opponent. The architecture of their control system depends entirely on your participation in their reality framework. Your withdrawal of consent creates structural failures throughout their operation. Without your fear to feed on, their power source diminishes. Without your belief in their narratives, their thought forms disintegrate. Without your participation in their conflicts, their divide and conquer strategies collapse. Without your investment in their validation systems, their hierarchies lose meaning. Their tactical handbook contains no contingency plan for what you've become. They prepared extensively for your resistance, your rebellion, your attempts to fight within their defined battleground. What they never anticipated was your complete, energetic exit from their field of control while maintaining physical presence within it. Operating in their world, but not from their world, creates a paradox their systems cannot process or counter effectively. The power dynamic shifts irrevocably. The hunter becomes the hunted. The trap they set captures them instead. The energy they directed at you returns with compound interest. The systems they built for control now constrain their own movements. The lies they told tangle around their feet like chains. This reversal follows cosmic law, the natural order reasserting itself after a period of distortion. The strategic advantage always belonged to you. Time simply needed to reveal it. Their confidence in your defeat has become the cornerstone of their downfall. They never accounted for what was developing inside you during those apparent struggles. Behind the mask of vulnerability, an entirely different transformation unfolded. Each challenge they created activated dormant DNA, awakened sleeping abilities, and forged neural pathways previously untraveled. Your empathy, which they targeted as weakness, evolved into precise discernment that now sees through all deception. Your sensitivity, which they exploited for manipulation, transformed into spiritual intelligence that receives information beyond physical limitations. Your creativity, which they attempted to suppress, developed into reality-shaping power that manifests with increasing speed. Alert, Chosen One. You already love the daily drops across all 4 Astral Atom channels: Obsidian, Chosen Chronicles, Astral Atom, and the new one, Legacy Forged. We're growing fast, building an unstoppable media network they can't erase. But the truth? It's hidden, twisted, censored. Your heart still knows what's real. That's why you're here, because you've felt the simulation glitch. You're not waiting for permission. You're ready to reclaim your power. The Obsidian Inner Order is for the full-time chosen. Weekly Zoom calls, hidden teachings, psychic warfare strategies, tools they don't want you to have. It's time to remember. Link in description. Your real life begins inside. The financial attacks forced you to discover resources within that cannot be taxed or taken. The relationship interference pushed you to develop unbreakable inner sovereignty. The health challenges initiated cellular restructuring that conventional science cannot explain. The psychological warfare strengthened mental disciplines that now generate their own protective fields. Everything they used against you transformed into specialized tools in your spiritual arsenal. The unexpected abilities surprise even you as they activate at perfectly timed moments. Knowing things you couldn't possibly know, seeing outcomes before they materialize, affecting electronic devices with your energy field, appearing in others. Dreams, manifesting needed resources instantly, healing with intention, perceiving beyond the five senses. These capacities aren't random. They're specifically designed for the unique mission encoded in your spiritual DNA. The opposition didn't destroy you, it activated you. Their pressure didn't crush you, it crystallized your potential into tangible power. The perfect moment arrives, the strategic culmination of your patient preparation. After gathering intelligence, developing your inner arsenal and positioning yourself precisely, the time comes to remove the mask, not with grandiose announcements, but through calibrated actions that demonstrate unmistakable power. The calculated revelation stuns those who underestimated you. The precise timing maximizes impact while minimizing their ability to counter. The perfect positioning ensures their responses only strengthen your advantage. The strategic alliances you've formed create an unbreakable network of support around your emergence. See how they scramble to regain control of the narrative. Watch their desperate attempts to reframe your strength as something fearful or dangerous. Notice how quickly they shift from dismissing you to demonizing you, the reflexive response. When their control dissolves, but their playbook fails against your preparation, their tactics cannot penetrate your energetic sovereignty. Their attempts to isolate you collapse against the awakened community surrounding you. Their technology falters against your electromagnetic coherence. Their psychological operations disintegrate against your mental clarity. This unveiling creates ripple effects beyond your personal sphere, activating similar awakenings across the collective field. Your revelation becomes catalyst. Your emergence becomes template. Your transformation becomes possibility in the minds of others who recognize themselves in your journey. The timing of this unveiling connects to precise cosmic alignments that amplify its effect, creating leverage points in reality itself. This isn't merely personal vindication, it's strategic activation of a larger divine plan that required your patient participation. This journey makes perfect sense when you understand your selection wasn't random, but precisely calculated. The specific combination of your gifts, challenges, ancestry, and life experiences created the exact formula needed for this historic moment. The signs were present from birth. The unusual sensitivity, the persistent questioning, the feeling of difference, the sense of mission without clear direction. Look back at your life pattern, the seemingly random relocations that positioned you in strategic locations. The unexpected career changes that developed essential skills, the unusual relationships that provided critical training, the health challenges that initiated necessary purification, the financial fluctuations that detached you from systemic dependencies. None of these were accidents or failures, all were preparation. Your selection came with hidden markers, numerical patterns appearing throughout your journey, dream messages carrying identical symbols across decades, strangers mentioning the same unusual phrases, inexplicable knowing about places you've never visited, ancestral memories surfacing with critical information, instant recognition of others on similar paths. Examine the pivotal moments when conventional paths were blocked, forcing you toward your true direction. The career opportunity that vanished without explanation. The relationship that ended abruptly despite profound connection. The home lost through circumstances beyond control. The academic rejection that made no logical sense, each apparent setback precisely engineered to remove alternatives to your authentic trajectory. The hand of destiny closing doors that would have led you astray while simultaneously creating openings aligned with your true purpose. Consider the specific era of your birth, the precise moment in history that would allow your gifts to mature in perfect synchronization with global need. Born too early, the systems wouldn't be ready for transformation. Born too late, the opportunity window would close. Your age, capabilities, and positioning now create the perfect intersection point between preparation and opportunity. The timing of your awakening connects directly to collective tipping points predicted millennia ago. The divine intelligence that selected you also protected you during your most vulnerable phases. The near misses that should have destroyed you. The last-minute interventions that appeared miraculous, the inner warnings that pulled you from danger, the unexplainable persistence that carried you through impossible circumstances, all evidence of the unseen support system accompanying your mission. You appeared vulnerable precisely because your selection required you to understand oppression from within before dismantling it. Your struggles weren't punishment, but specialized training for the precise role you now step into with full authorization and complete backing from realms beyond physical perception. Beyond the visible challenges you've faced exists an entire dimension of conflict operating through human systems but originating elsewhere. Your heightened perception now detects these forces that most remain blind to. The unseen architects behind divided societies, manufactured scarcity, engineered disease, psychological warfare, and spiritual suppression. These entities targeted you specifically because they recognized what you carry. Their opposition wasn't random, it was strategic elimination, targeting of the greatest threats to their control system. The intensity of resistance you've encountered directly correlates to the significance of your assignment. The specialized nature of your challenges reveals exactly what capacities they feared you would develop. The financial blocks customized to your specific path. The relationship sabotage precisely timed to maximum effect. The health attacks targeting your particular mission. The career interference blocking your natural contribution. The reputation assaults undermining your authentic voice. Each a calculated move in a strategic game extending beyond physical reality. This invisible battle operates through human systems, but extends into informational, energetic, and consciousness fields. The atmospheric heaviness preceding important actions. The technological interference when sharing critical information. The sudden emotional heaviness when approaching breakthrough. The dreams of conflict before major advancements. All symptoms of resistance occurring across multiple dimensions simultaneously. Understanding this larger context transforms how you perceive your journey. Your challenges weren't evidence of failure, but confirmation of importance. Your suffering wasn't meaningless, but the byproduct of genuine threat you posed to entrenched systems. Your persistent opposition wasn't bad luck, but recognition of your power. The activation sequence completes as dormant aspects of your consciousness come fully online. Capabilities that existed in potential form now materialize as functional capacities. Heightened intuition that delivers precise information, pattern. Recognition that detects manipulation instantly. Energy sensitivity that perceives beyond physical limitations. Inner knowing that accesses field intelligence directly. Think back to the trigger moments, the book that inexplicably fell open to exactly what you needed, the stranger who delivered a message that unlocked something within you, the dream that continued while awake, the synchronicity that couldn't be statistically explained, the flash of insight that reorganized your entire understanding. These weren't random events, but precisely timed activation codes. This awakening process transformed your internal landscape while remaining largely invisible externally. Your perception shifted from linear to multi-dimensional. Your processing expanded from logical to intuitive. Your awareness extended from personal to collective. Your identity transferred from biographical to eternal. Your motivation elevated from survival to service. The elevated consciousness you now operate from provides the ultimate advantage. While they remain trapped in reactivity, you respond from expanded awareness. While they operate from separation, consciousness, you function from unified perception. While they remain limited by five-sense reality, you access information across multiple dimensions. While they continue fighting shadows, you navigate with clarity and purpose. This transformation didn't erase your humanity, it completed it. The integration of your divine aspects with your human experience creates the precise formula required for this planetary moment. Grounded transcendence, embodied wisdom, practical spirituality, accessible elevation. The timing of this entire operation follows precise cosmic coordination. Your emergence now connects directly to astronomical alignments, energy gateways, collective consciousness thresholds, ancestral prophecies, and quantum shifting points that create maximum leverage for transformation. The waiting wasn't punishment, it was strategic positioning. The delays weren't failures, they were protective recalibrations. The timing adjustments weren't denials, they were precision refinements. Everything unfolded in exactly the sequence required for optimal effect in the larger plan. Cosmic forces aligned with your personal readiness to create the perfect convergence point. Planetary aspects creating energetic gateways. Solar activities disrupting limiting fields. Galactic alignments supporting consciousness expansion. Earth's magnetic shifts facilitating dimensional access. All synchronized with humanity's awakening timeline and your individual preparation. The significance of specific dates throughout your journey. Births, deaths, relocations, inspirations, visions, challenges, breakthroughs, all connect to larger cycles of time that operate beyond human calendar systems. Ancient timing systems encoded this knowledge. The precession cycle reaching critical threshold, the reconciliation of multiple calendar systems converging on this historic window, the prophetic traditions across cultures identifying this specific era. This moment in history specifically required your awakening because the convergence of crises creates unprecedented transformation potential, systems reaching breaking points simultaneously. Technological capacities accelerating exponentially, environmental thresholds crossing irreversible markers, consciousness expanding dramatically, all creating the perfect conditions for fundamental reorganization of human civilization, with your participation as essential component. Through your journey of awakening, you've discovered the profound truth. You are not alone in this mission. Across the planet, others selected with complementary codes are simultaneously awakening, each overcoming similar opposition through unique paths. Together, you form an activated grid of consciousness, anchoring new possibility into physical reality. Recognition happens instantly between chosen ones, the inexplicable familiarity upon first meeting, the unusual synchronicities connecting your paths, the complementary strengths aligning perfectly, the shared symbolic language transcending cultural differences, the mutual confirmation of experiences typically dismissed. When chosen ones connect, power multiplies exponentially. Capacities that function at partial strength individually activate fully when combined. Information fragments held separately form complete intelligence when united. Individual healing accelerates through resonant field effects. Manifestation power intensifies through coherent intention. Protection strengthens through unified field generation. This network operates primarily through consciousness, but manifests through physical proximity, digital connection, dream communication, creative collaboration, and synchronized action. Some connections form permanently, while others activate temporarily for specific purposes. Some operate visibly, while others function behind the scenes. Some create public initiatives, while others maintain energetic infrastructure. This growing network creates resilient infrastructure for planetary transformation, an anti-fragile system that strengthens under pressure, adapts instantly to changing conditions, and self-organizes without centralized control, the precise opposite of the rigid hierarchies it replaces. The emergent intelligence arising from your collective connection holds solutions for challenges that appear insurmountable. From conventional perspectives, the time arrives to claim what was always rightfully yours, the divine authority encoded in your spiritual DNA, the creative sovereignty that transcends artificial limitations, the manifestation capacity that shapes physical reality, the healing abilities that transform suffering, the consciousness technologies that open perception beyond the five senses. Claiming this birthright requires neither permission nor external validation. It flows from the direct connection between your individualized consciousness and the primary creative force of existence. Your authorization comes from source directly. No intermediary required, no institution necessary, no certification needed. The energetic signature you carry connects to ancestral lineages that preserved essential wisdom through generations of suppression. Blood memory activates as you claim your place, unlocking inherited gifts carried through genetic codes and consciousness fields across time. Ancient knowledge surfaces spontaneously, skills emerge without conventional learning, and capacities activate without external training. Standing in this reclaimed power isn't arrogance. It's alignment with fundamental truth. Acknowledging your divine nature doesn't diminish others. It reminds them of their own. Activating your full potential doesn't separate you from humanity. It demonstrates what's possible for all who choose conscious evolution. Owning this birthright comes with corresponding responsibility, wielding power with wisdom, speaking truth with compassion, creating change with discernment, and serving the highest good of all life. The authority you reclaim becomes the foundation for your unique contribution to planetary transformation, not through domination, but through inspired elevation of everything you touch. As you and other chosen ones step fully into your reclaimed power, reality itself begins reorganizing around higher principles. Systems built on exploitation collapse under their own corruption. Structures maintained through deception dissolve as truth emerges. Organizations requiring fear for compliance lose their workforce to inspired alternatives. Leaders dependent on manipulation find themselves without followers. In their place, new forms emerge aligned with life-affirming principles, economic models based on regenerative abundance rather than manufactured scarcity, governance systems operating through transparent wisdom rather than hidden control, education approaches developing innate genius rather than programming compliance, healing modalities addressing root causes rather than suppressing symptoms, technologies working with natural forces rather than against them. The transition creates temporary turbulence as outdated structures resist dissolution. Chaos appears to increase before new order crystallizes, the necessary phase of breakdown before breakthrough. Throughout this transitional period, you and other awakened ones serve as anchors of stability, transmitters of possibility, bridges between worlds, and midwives of emerging potential. The vision you've carried through your entire journey now finds external manifestation. The world you sensed was possible takes tangible form. The future that called you forward materializes through your participation. The potential that sustained You Through Darkness becomes living reality. This emerging order isn't utopian fantasy, it's practical implementation of principles that align with how life actually works. Not perfect, but coherent. Not without challenges, but fundamentally life-supporting. Not completion, but evolutionary platform for continued growth. Not ending, but genuine beginning. Your role in this emergence follows your unique design. Some building new systems, others healing collective trauma, others preserving essential knowledge, others creating cultural expressions, others developing consciousness technologies, others nurturing future generations, others translating between old and new paradigms, all essential, all honored, all necessary. The future written in the stars required your participation to manifest. The potential encoded in humanity's design needed your activation to unlock. The transformation promised across spiritual traditions depended on your willingness to play your part. The chosen fulfilled their purpose, not through passively waiting for external salvation, but by becoming the living embodiments of the new world arising. They played you thinking you were easy, never suspecting you were simply gathering intelligence, while preparing for precisely this moment of triumphant emergence. The greatest covert operation in history completes its mission, not through destruction of opposition, but through transformation of everything into higher expression of its original divine design.